Okay, so now we're a bit into the Nigan. Maybe we can understand a little bit of the words, and then maybe afterwards we can take a sing with more of an understanding. Give you a Agdama. It's been a while since we've done this. We're holding by the Gewaldige Nigan, the Gewaldige Zemer, the Gewaldige Zemiros of Menucha Vesimcha, of course, in case you didn't hear what we were just singing. So let's just begin with one Yesod, and then we'll start with the words. Just to understand, I try to understand the importance of Zemiros. There's a Moedige Tosfos in Sanhedrin, which we're learning right now in Daf Yomi. Tosfos in Sanhedrin over in Daf Lamed Zayin Amud Beis brings the following zach. Listen to this Tosfos. He brings a medrash, where the medrash tells us that in the Novi says that the Malachim, the angels, have 6 wings. Now, these wings, explains the medrash, explains the Novi, are not just for specific, physical purposes of flying or whatever, but really they're a means of praise and song to the Rabbeinu Shalom. Okay? By the way, the Shem Shmuel points out that the birds that are known for their songs also have wings. As I stated in Shem Shmuel, very interesting idea based on that Novi. But Al Kaponim, the Medrash says that the Malachim came in front of the Rabbeinu Shalom with a objection. And they said, I don't understand. The Malachim said, Rabbeinu Shalom, we are lacking the ability to praise you. Why? Hashem said, what are you talking about? So the Malachim said, since there are 7 days of the week, each day has its own song. We have 6 wings. So that's 1 wing for each day. Which means we're able to sing on 6 days with the 6 wings. What are we meant to do on the 7th day, Dainu Shabbos Kodesh, to praise Hashem? Zog the Medrash. Hashem answers the Malachim and says, no. On Shabbos, you guys have been replaced. The Jewish people, Klal Yisrael, will sing in the place of Malachim, and therefore they don't have a 7th wing for that reason. So the Medrash, Shabbos Kodesh, and Klal Yisrael are partners with Shutfim with the song of Shabbos. So that is what's going on, and Tosfos, by the way, explains why Shabbos. On Kedusha, if you know the Kedusha we say on Shabbos, is much more elaborate, it's much longer, because the Kedusha is the praise of the Malachim, who are the ones who generally say Kodesh, Kodesh, Kodesh. And on Shabbos, we are not just repeating what the Malachim are saying, but we ourselves are singing in the place of their song. Beautiful idea, Tosfos in Sanhedrin. You look this one up, by the way, it's a beautiful Tosfos over there that tells us this Yesod Lamed Zayin Amud Beis. Al Kaponim. Let's discuss the actual words. I want to go through a real understanding of the words over here, specifically because this is one of the most beautiful Zemiros that we have. This is absolutely phenomenal. Now, just before we start, it was written by Yid Moshe. That's all we know pretty much about the composer of Menucha Vesimcha. And if you look at the word, the word Moshe is found formed in the first words of the first 3 paragraphs. Beyond that, we know nothing else about the composer, apart from the fact that he lived during or before 1545, which is when the Zemiros first appeared in print. Now, if you go through the Zemiros, as we're about to now, on Menucha Vesimcha, it is absolutely astounding. What it does basically is it talks about the days of creation, and we'll explain, and it also talks about the rewards awaiting someone that observes, that keeps, and honors and mechabed the Shabbos Kodesh properly. It's a beautiful, beautiful Zemiros. It's really special, and I think we're going to try and make it as practical as we possibly can. So let's begin. Menucha Vesimcha. Menucha means literally the resting from all the malacha, from the avodah that generally a person is busy with the entire week. Vesimcha, of course, is the owning of eating and drinking. Or la Yehudim, right? Which specifically the Yavit says is referring to adlakas nevis, lighting candles, which brings illumination. It brings richness to the house of a person. Yom Shabbos and Yom Achmadim. A day that is fully a day that a person is waiting for from all the other weeks, the days of the week. Shoimrov v'zochrov, Hema mi'idim, Kideshisha kabrum. Because everything was created in 6 days. Okay, and that's important because he's about to explain what that is and how this refers to. V'oimdin, And from that time that they were created, everything still stands. And now we start explaining everything according to the Seder of creation. Ola Yehudim is the Yom Yerushin. It's the first day of creation. It's when the Rebbeinu Shem created Bein Or Bein Choshech. And the second day is Shemei Shomayim. Shemei Shomayim is the second day because that's talking about Vayas Alakim Eser Rakia. Kodesh Baruch Hu made Upper Shomayim. Third day, Eretz V'Yamim. That means the Rebbeinu Shalom V'Yikra Lekim Liyabasha Eretz L'Mekav Yamayim Kori Yamim. Right, there was Eretz and there was the Yam. On the fourth day, Kol Tzva Morin Gavoyim V'Ramim. All of the multitudes in Shemayim, they pointed. We have the sun, we've got the moon, we've got the stars that are found in a very, very high place. Day number 5, Tanim V'Odom V'Chayas Ru'emim. Okay. Well, Tanin is the Taninim Agdolim, that when the Yam, the big massive fish and all these things. 6th day, V'Odom, because obviously Odom, which is the Tachlis of all the beer, was created. V'Chayas Re'emim, and all the big animals, in that case, which are called Re'emim over there. Ki B'Yah Hashem, right? Because it's the Mitzias, that through the Oisis Yud Kei, Tzur Ha'olamim, the Rebbeinu Shem created the two Ha'olamais, Olam Hazeh with a Hey, and Olam Haba with a Yud. Hu Asher Dibur, that the Rebbeinu Shalom was Mitzvah, he commanded by Maimed al Sinai, La'am Sugulosai, to the nation of Klal Yisrael that he chose to be his nation, Shomor Lekadshay, to keep Shabbos Kodesh, as it says in the Pasuk, Shomer Yom Shabbos Lekadshay. Mi Boivad Seisai, from the beginning of Shabbos to the end of Shabbos. Shabbos Kodesh Yom Chamdosai, the day of Shabbos is the loved, most cherished day to Hashem, because that is the day that HaKadosh Baruch Hu stopped creating, and therefore we also have to do the same thing. But mitzvah Shabbos, in beschus of the mitzvah of Shabbos, El Yachlitzor, HaKadosh Baruch Hu is mechazik the guf and the neshama inside us. Kum Kra'elov, get up and daven and pray to Hashem. Yochish la'amtzoch, and he will give you that koyach, he will give you that chizuk. Nishmas kol chai v'gam navitzach, specifically referring to the tefillah of Musaf, which of course is something that Chazal were masakin to say on the Yom of Shabbos specific, only on Shabbos Kodesh. Echol b'simcha, and after Musaf you eat your suda mitoich simcha ki kvar rotzach, because already the Ratzon Hashem has been made through your tefillah. B'mishna lechem, through lechem mishnah, two loaves of bread, you should set your table. The kiddush rabbah, and be mekadosh al hakois, and eat your suda. Berov matamim, with many foods and wonderful things. Veruach nediva, and mitoich riva v'shefa, like abundance. Yizkul rav tova misangiba, that anyone that's ma'anagas hashabach is zoicha to tremendous toiv in this world. Bevias goyal l'chayei avolam haba. That's what it is. That's how the Yavitz. That means that will bring the Mashiach Tzidkenu, as it stated in the Yavitz, and will be zoicha to chaya olam haba, where we will have the emes oineg with the ziv ha-shkina. That is this beautiful, beautiful zema. So where were we holding in the niggin? Da da, da 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 da.